Hello everybody, my name is Light of Hand, and today I'll be continuing my Let's Play videos of Vampire. Sorry, I must have Vampire Masquerade there, sorry guys. So yes, this is part 3. This game is actually very interesting to me. So anyway, let's just continue here. So we're loading up from where I left off with the... Sorry, my phone's telling me it's charging, not charging, charging, not charging. Sorry about that. Yes, so the game left off where just as we got to the hospital after dealing with the strange murderer of a certain area. I still have a few bullets by the looks of it. Can I use his boat to go places? Can I go this way, or is it locked?
It's locked.
Oh, I'm trying to remember what my powers are. So if I... Oh, it's not letting me use my powers here. Because I wanted to just see if I could heal myself there. What the hell was that? Okay, I'm going to turn my vampire sight on. Because I could hear someone. He's healthy at this minute. Let's see details on this guy, shall we? So, he's healthy. There's 2 hints. Let's click back. So, where's he mainly? Off the docks, obviously. So, well, this gentleman's not too well off. We've not met the rest of these people yet. I'd like to try and meet as many people as I can. Obviously, I met the hospital. He's in a very good condition. Right, I actually want to find out what's going on because there's a lot of people.
It's my turn.
Oh, what's going on over there?
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the seed of life. Drink at this river, try it all.
Oh, so what's going on here?
Master, give me a good poke.
Okay, so...
Oh, come on, you bastard. I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse.
Oh, I'll let you bleed. Be more... I'll kill you. Be more polite.
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
All right, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
I got a funny feeling I'm going to drain him. Blood quality... The blood quality increases how much XP you will obtain from a particular civilian. The higher the blood quality, the more XP. Have I got him?
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Okay, so he's telling me to kill this bloke. Embrace. Okay, so I've just learnt how to eat people. Oh, so I've taken...
In the back, you bastard! Didn't have the guts to fight me. Fuck you. I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
Do I have to hide the body, or do I just... Okay, let's make my way over here. Okay, so I've got some more other bits. Let's have a quick look around here anyway. So he threw someone else in the water, didn't he?
To taste a life. To embrace its most intimate secrets.
Okay, so...
Such a burden. Such a divine sin.
I've got a horrible feeling I've now just wasted someone who could maybe have given us some information. Yeah, I have. Details. I could have maybe learnt more from this guy. Okay. I don't really just want to kill people if... Part of me feels like I should have just released him. Oh, some more stuff over here. And I'm going to help the doctor out in a second. There seems to be something over here. Okay, let's take the shillings. Shillings are always good. But he did fight someone and murder someone, so, you know, a bit of give and take, I suppose. It's kind of bad I'm thinking like this sometimes.
I
it's
cannot
locked.
enter.
Obviously I need to get the key from somewhere. Okay. Alright guys, if I sound a little sniffly here and there, I have taken some... Oh, so where have they gone? Should have spoke to them. Where did they go? I could have helped them. Anyway, I have a patient to attend. Oh wow, so they've made a makeshift bed out here? These, you know what's bad? They're the ones I'm more looking at of actually drinking. Okay, so let's have a quick look at the map again. I pressed the wrong button. Let's have a quick look at the map here. Let's... Okay, I've pressed the wrong button. Let's zoom in. So I'm over here. I could maybe make my way back to the docks. I'm not sure about that yet. So let's...
Now, Doctor.
Okay, let's...
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I
Okay.
apologize, nurse. I needed some time to myself. This has been the longest and strangest night of my life.
You delivered poor Mr. Hampton from a terrible fate. The means to that end should be of little concern, Doctor.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Okay.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
Okay, so now I've got details. Let's have a quick look. Well, she seems to be in quite good shape. She's worth a lot of stuff, but there's a lot of hints to find. And I'm damned if I'm just going to keep killing people. I want to try and... I have a few questions. Let's go
I would
there.
like to ask a few questions first.
Okay.
And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
Okay. I've only just met him. He knows me more than I know him.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Okay. Oh, okay, let's say that one.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
Okay, so we're learning more about the gentleman who's giving us the job, so let's...
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
Okay. Alright, let's say goodbye
Thank
for a
you,
minute.
Nurse Crane.
Okay, so let's go into the hospital then. Let's see if there's anyone else or anything I can find around here to talk to. Oh, there's another gentleman. Okay, let's stop doing that and looking like we're going to try and eat someone.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met
Wait,
once
once
before at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett's, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
Okay, so I'm getting the idea this character is... My character's quite... getting on quite well. Okay, so let's... Hint requested, okay.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
I don't have much choice. It's the same everywhere. People are more bored.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
Okay, let's...
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Oh, that's good.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Ah.
Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
Okay, let's go back. So I don't have any other hints, but at least I've learnt a little bit. Let's ask some personal questions. Nope, can't, because... Life in London? Okay, yep, nothing more to say at this
Goodbye,
minute.
Dr. Tippett.
Okay, so I'm going to do the thing again, and let's see the details for this guy. So, concerned that isn't overqualified as a nurse. Okay, so that's giving me a little bit more. Let's go over to see this lady over here. I've not met her yet, but okay, so this is good. I'll make my way up the top in a second. Again, I'm just going to look around, see if there's any nice little shiny things laying around. Because you can't get in trouble for stealing in this game, which is something that does nag at me a little, if I'm honest. Okay, they're not alive. Because... Alright. Let's make my way into the hospital. Oh, who's this? Oh, this must be the nurse he was just talking.
This is no time for self-pity. It is the last thing our patients need.
Okay, so
Good
let's...
evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure...
Kind of funny how
I
a
see.
vampire is a very good blood
I'm a little
transfusion. Hey, guys.
surprised. I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
Okay, let's ask about life in London. What's the situation?
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
Okay, the invisible enemy.
An invisible enemy? Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
Okay, let's go back for a minute. Tell me about
I'm
the
not
staff.
familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Okay. Anyone standing... let's see.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett's.
Okay, this
He
is
should
good.
be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Okay, so now I've got a little bit more information upon the person. Now let's get a
Nurse
speaker.
Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Fair enough. She doesn't have to... Okay, so let's go back to the details for a minute. So, she told me something more about this gentleman. So, as you see now, guys, he was worth 1,500. He's now worth 1,600 if I decide to eat him. I don't think I really want to do that, because he seems to be a really nice guy with the... Yeah, so I don't think I actually want to do that if I can help that. So, let's come back out.
Nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Okay, let's leave here. Okay, there seems to be something on the wall over here. What is this? Okay, City U. Life saved by effective medical aid is a blow struck at the flu epidemic. Volunteers make the difference. Okay, that's kind of interesting.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Okay, so is that someone I can speak to? Oh, that seems to be someone new.
Nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
Okay, let's have a little bit of detail with her. Okay, she seems to be... Okay, so we've got that one over there. So let's come back out for a minute. Let's talk to her. How's the situation
How would you
here?
describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
The flu...
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted.
Okay.
No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
Thing is, not many... I only really found out about the Spanish flu about 5 years ago. And again, I didn't learn for it in school. I found out from going to museums and stuff like that. Okay, so...
How long have you been a nurse?
Or long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
You'd be surprised. You're right.
You'd be surprised what dedication can achieve, Nurse Hawkins. In medicine, sometimes we're just a test result away from a miracle.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
Okay. Let's...
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual. Especially
Okay.
concerning doctors.
Why is going...
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Oh, so we've got a gentleman who's got himself...
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
Okay, so I've got some more details on someone else, so let's find out who this Milton is. So Milton has a reputation in medication among... Okay. So he's over there. Okay. Let's click back. Okay, let's just come out for a minute. Let's ask some personal questions. Okay, I can't. Oh, I'm going to sneeze,
Goodbye,
guys.
Nurse Hawkins.
Sorry.
Daily routine.
Oh, who's that?
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Can I do that? And let's ask who's treating
Who is
you.
treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Okay, so this gentleman, quality's not very good. I feel sorry for this gentleman. He's been, he's a survivor from the war, but he's got someone else in his social circle. So let's just go back. Let's ask some personal questions.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
He's partly right there, unfortunately. Did I get anything else? Okay, so nothing else I can ask this gentleman.
Now, Mr. Elwood.
I've got a funny feeling this episode is just going to be me walking around. Oh, there's our friend.
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, sir, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
Let's ask how his life is in London.
How did you end up in William Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place and he refused to let me go.
Oh.
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here. This Miss Hawcroft.
Oh. So who's this Miss Holcroft he's talking about?
You dared to enter this awful place alone. You're a hero, Mr. Hampton. Or a fool.
I'm just a man trying to help his friends, Dr. Reed. William Bishop was a conflicted soul, searching for light.
Okay, so I'm not sure if I said the right thing to him.
Do you know Tom Watts, the bartender from the Turtle? I met him before I found you in the canning factory.
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom. Without men like him, corruption and despair would have wiped out the East End long ago.
Ah.
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us all to rot in this contagious nightmare.
Okay.
No drugs, no advice, nothing. It's a damn shame.
Okay, corruption.
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then? Any particularly evil figures?
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people I know, Doctor.
Okay, so again, I feel I'm just going to maybe...
What is the general situation in the East End docks?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the dockers' trade union.
Okay.
The wet boot boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
Who leads the gang now?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show, with the assistance of her minion, Booth Digby.
Okay, so I've probably just got myself some more information on another group of people. So, is that the docks? Nope. No, I haven't got any information off of other people. Okay, let's go back.
Has the gang been threatening you?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long, you know, the sad saint of the East End. No one dares to bug a saint, not even criminals.
Okay, that's good. Alright, let's see if I can get any personal questions out of him.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless of the docks, and I try to guide the lost and hesitant on the right path to our Lord.
He sounds like a good person, but I'm trying to work out.
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton? A deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith willing to preach the good word.
Okay, fair enough.
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop? To repel him somehow?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that's what you were trying to say. Not mine, anyway.
Oh, it's not his.
Have you made friends since you arrived? Not really, but I recognize Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her when she lived by the docks. That poor woman had such a miserable life.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke? Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know. We're not just bodies.
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest, I thought she was dead. She left the docks many months ago.
Okay, so...
How do you feel, Mr. Hampton? Medically speaking.
So again,
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion, actually. William drank so much of my blood in his madness. I feel... empty.
You're in good hands here. Dr. Swansea is well versed in blood transfusion, and I'm sure he'll take the best care of you.
Thank you, sir. I believe all I need is rest. And then I can go back to the people who need me.
Okay, I've got a horrible feeling.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton.
He's been infected.
We'll talk again later. It's locked.
Okay.
I wonder what your last thoughts would be.
Oh! Oh, there's a letter over here. Let's just take that for the meantime.
On every street cop.
Okay, dear brothers, I must now draw your attention to the important point. The use of garlic as a protection against vampires. Only be crystal clear on the subject. Garlic will never protect you against these creatures, no matter how fresh, how strong, how smelly. Garlic is totally useless as a defense. I can never say enough of how damaging that novel of Bram Stoker's has been. Yes, of course, populations of Sylvania countryside place garlic cloves in coffins. Yes, of course, inhabitants of, I can't pronounce that, hang garlic on their windows. There would be so much to write about this place, and someday soon. I hope to go back to the island to further the exploration. It's occult tradition, but it is not a protection. Protects the living from the devil. It is to tell the dead that they are aware of their malice. It is a symbol, nothing more, nothing less. So please, by all means, yes, wear garlic, show garlic, hang garlic. Tell the shadows that you're not afraid. But if you look for some supernatural protection, you will have to search for more deeper into the forgotten secrets of the occult traditions. I think, I'm not sure if I said that right. From here is the truth. My fellow brothers, garlic does not repel vampires. But all the fresh plants will hurt them. But all but the flesh plants will hurt them. It is as if their blood could not stand the presence of the biological elements. I have seen an enraged velop flee when whacked with a rose. Yes, a simple rose. I've witnessed a violent econ fall down and beg for mercy when struck by a wooden stake. I don't know why it's so effective, and I would give my left arm to find the answer to that mystery, but the truth remains nevertheless. Vampires are very sensitive to fresh herbs, plants and wood. For Facing the Shadows, Now and Why by Uther I can't even pronounce that. Okay, so now I've just gone for, so I've got garlic and wooden steaks. Okay, let's go back. Let's talk to this young lady here.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Okay, so...
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard's syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
Yeah, I'm the vampire. Let's have a look at this. She's affected and believes she is a vampire. So we've met someone who believes they are a vampire. I like that. That is brilliant. Oh, I do really like that.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover. To hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Your enemies?
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
Garden near the morgue?
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
Okay, a new investigation. A new civilian is available. Okay, so I might do the investigation in a minute, guys. So maybe it was a good thing I came this way. So let's press this for a second. Okay, civilian investigation. Press X. Okay, so I want to view the details. Find out who is spying. Okay, so let's track this one. I'll be interested in learning this one, if I'm honest. So let's go back to the map for a minute. Let's see if we can... Where is this... Oops. Let's come... So where is this investigation? Because I got it tracked. Okay, let's go back. Oops. Succeeded. Okay, but where's my investigation? I want to track this one, so... Yep. So let's go back to the map. Oh, so is this the... Okay, so I might be going outside in a second. Let's ask some personal questions.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
It was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
I like this. I'm really... Oh, so can I ask some personal... No, I can't. Let's say goodbye.
I'll
then.
leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
I wonder what your last thoughts would be, sir.
Right, so... Wrong target. Find out who is... So someone's interested in her, but I want to... Oh, I've actually got myself some more XP. Oh, is there a wanted poster up there? Prevent disease, careless spitting, sneezing, coughing, and spreads inflammation, causing spread of droplets, spread from in the nose and throat. Do not cough in public. Okay, well that's a shame a lot of people don't follow that in real life. I don't mean to be rude by saying that, but I have met many people who don't.
It's locked, all right.
Oh, details of a long letter. Oh, God. Okay, Birmingham, the 27th of October. Hello, sister. How are things in the big city? Here in the Brum, things are not so good. It seems that the flu is here again, and we have many new cases of infestation in the neighbourhoods. Do you remember Miss Scheller, the old drinking hag from the 3rd floor? She passed away 2 days ago. Her flat was already occupied again. Geez, you would have to pay me a huge amount of money to go sleep in a bed in which a woman died of the flu just a few hours ago. Sorry, I did not take time to quickly answer your last letter. Between taking care of little Paul, Mum, Dad, and my job at the factory, I rarely find time to write to my favourite sister. By the way, my son says hello to Auntie Poppy. You should see the little bugger. Already driving me mad. And Mum says you'll bring some of those magnificent cakes the next time you come back home. In your last letter, you told me you thought about quitting your job at Pembroke Hospital. I have to tell you, Pip, you better think twice. There's always jobs at the factory, but the wages are shit, excuse my language here guys, and it's as boring as day without a shag. Oh, I have a new fiance, and no, I'm not a slut, you moral bitch, you. So if you really want to quit and do something more useful than counting the dead every morning, maybe you better stay in London. Stay in London and join that band you told me about, the Guard or Prevence, something like that. Never heard of them, but if they are like you said, there's some civil militia trying to make a difference, then maybe it's a good choice for you. Just be sure to let the others go in first. That's how my poor Billy got killed in France, by leading too many patrols. Bloody war. Anyway, come back as soon as you can and give me the good news about that. I am your afflicted sister, Lucy Paul. I am your... Oh, I thought this was a guy for a brother or something. It's not. Hi, sis. So it's another sister, sorry. From Louise, Paul, Mum, and Dad. So there's me putting an accent on, which probably doesn't even represent what I'm doing. Okay, so I've got more hints of this oh. Well, she talked about that one. So let's go talk to her in a second. Or was that her there? Again, I'm still looking around. I'm going to do the investigation first, but I'm going to go talk to this. I think it's her again.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Ask a personal question.
Pepper, are you sure you want to leave this hospital?
To become a nurse was a little girl's dream. But in the end, I don't feel that useful. I want more. I want to make things change.
Be proud of what you've achieved. Patients need you. This is unacceptable.
But you're doing something important here. For all the patients who need your help.
We save lives, sure. Each time we send a cured patient home, it's a relief beyond words. But since the epidemic, I feel so powerless.
Okay, so I've learnt something. Can I ask her that one
Pepper,
again?
are you sure you want to leave this hospital?
To become a nurse was a little girl's dream. But in the end, I don't feel that useful. I want more. I want to make things change.
But you're doing something important here. For all the patients who need your help.
We save lives, sure. Each time we send a cured patient home, it's a relief beyond words. But since the epidemic, I feel so powerless.
Okay, so so I've basically asked her what. Is there anything else I can ask here? No. So let's see what I've learnt about. Oh, okay. So Pepper is thinking about quitting Pembroke, and again, can you see how much more her blood is worth? I don't want to eat her though. I'm going to try to avoid eating like main characters at this minute. Okay, so where else have I not been? Oh, let's have a look around here. Let's put my vampire vision in it on as well. Okay, so I've got myself some small bottles. I don't know, I might go up to my character's room. Is there anything else he can pick up? I'm not sure. So I'm getting some XP. Okay, so we're on this floor now. Who's that name there? Dr. Swan. I'm trying to remember if that's me or not.
I cannot enter.
Okay, so...
Not now.
Okay, so he's basically telling me to pee off. Okay, there's nothing there, so let's walk around here for a minute. Oh! Oh, I've got a hacksaw. Let's have a look at the details on that. Oh, it's another weapon. So, I can't make it a level 2 yet. Let's just go back. So, at this minute, let's look at the details for this one. Can I make this one a level 2? No, not yet. How about my machete? Can I do the next level for that? Speed of the attack of the machete is not too bad. The hatchet's still a bit slow. Can I view the details of this one? Can I upgrade this one yet? Nope. Can I upgrade this one? Nope. Okay. Another letter. Let's have a look here. Patient Thomas Edwards, male, age 28. Followed by Dr. Tips. Status, I can't pronounce that. Date of admission, September the 16th. Release date to be determined. Note, the patient's face has been heavily burnt and disfigured by a bomb during the war. Even with the use of strong sedatives, he frames to regular endure severe pain. Excuse me, guys. From the wound, as if the fires are only burning under the skin. He says, I can't even pronounce that, of the coarse tissue shows no trace of inflammation, infiltration or swelling. Inflammation, irritation or swelling. Scars are clean. Could be a clear case of could even be a case of permanent nerve damage. The patient never ceases to blame himself for the disfigurement. Could be a case of guilt of the survivor. Phenomenon, basically phantom pain manifested by a punishment for not dying with his comrades. Okay, so I've got that. So I've got another hint with this gentleman. So let's have a quick look. So I might go ask him some more questions again in a minute. Sorry about all the questions, guys. I just want to, as I said, just kind of go around trying to get to know the game a little bit better. So am I on this floor as well? Dr.
It's locked, all
okay,
right.
so that's locked. That's me, isn't it? Okay, let's go back. Let's open the door.
This must be the place.
So this
It's
is another
definitely away from
hideout.
prying eyes.
Okay, so
Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
Okay, so let's make my way over here. Let's open that up. Let's leave. I'm going to go here because I want to upgrade some more stats if I can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase this one quickly because I think that'll be useful. So I can carry 5% more blood. Where's the one that does more damage with a bite? 100% more damage, inflicts 100% more damage when using the bite in combat. Yeah, I want that because I do use the bite. So right. So what's this over here? Tactical Shadow Veil. Sprinting? Well, it should be something normal. Defense. What's this? Wow, they seem really dangerous. Let's see the details of that. So if I wanted to go into the next level, I'd have to spend 2,000. Okay, I don't have 2,000. Science. Syringes. You can carry up to 3 symptom carrier bag. I can carry up to 10% more bullets. That might be useful. Not sure yet. Fast regeneration. That might not be a bad one either at this second. So I'm going for a lot of... Okay, increases the amount of... Okay, yeah, so I'm going to increase that as well. Starting to feel a bit more like a vampire, but not a really good vampire. Okay, what's this shadow thing? How much will it cost me to do? 500. I might look into that, but I also might look into going to the next level of this, which unfortunately is very expensive. Rage? What are these things here? What's this do here? Let's have a look. Vampires will convert the prey's blood, stopping them in their tracks and making them defenseless. It's easy to kill something that cannot move. Okay, so what's this one? Is it attack? Okay, does it damage? Alright, might look into that as well. How much is that? That's 500. No, so I want to confirm what I've just done. Okay, so it's the following night, but I'm going to go investigate. Oh. Okay. Let's come out. State is healthy. Okay. Now, do I have a workbench? No, I'm not going there. I just want a normal workbench.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
A vial. Okay, is there anything like I had? Do I have anything? Okay, some an article on. I might read that another time, guys. It just seems very long at this minute, and I've not done anything else that's... Oh, Dragon's Bane? What the hell's a Dragon's Bane? Okay, something's just happened. Hideout. Okay, I'm not sure what just happened here, guys. I think I might be getting a... Pembroke Hospital states healthy. Oh, wow. I feel like my character's not my character anymore. What's just happened? Let's go over here. Because I feel like I've probably picked up something I shouldn't have. Details. It just seems really powerful, that dagger. Is there a way of me equipped in that? Even though I'm saying it seems very powerful, I seem to be more than willing to use it though. Dragon's Bane. Yeah, it just seems like it's a better... Do you know what, I'm going to keep that for the meantime. And now I look like I'm Sherlock Holmes. Okay, so let's go talk to our friend downstairs before I go off and do another mission. I'm trying to work out why I've got this lovely coat though. I might go upstairs another point, but I'm going to go talk to our friend about why he feels the way he does. she's not there.
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Okay, so let's ask a personal question, because I've read the thing, so...
How close are you to Miss Horcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside is all.
Okay.
While I'm busted on the outside. But she's still beautiful. Living proof that there's hope for me.
You let her bite you?
So do you let her bite you? You know that's not sanitary.
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of me blood. And the pain, it's real for once.
She could decide to bite less willing patients.
Then it's another good reason for me to stay here, Doctor.
You do realize she's mentally disturbed. It's called the Cotard syndrome. She truly believes she's a vampire.
In her madness, she never refers to my scars. And frankly, if I could, I'd join her world. It seems much more fun than the real one.
Okay, let's go back. Let's go back again. Let's go to London. Let's see. Yeah.
Why do you feel responsible for the injury, Thomas? What really happened?
I wasn't disfigured by any German shells. It happened during my leave. It was an accident.
Okay, let's
Why
go.
lie about it?
Come on. It's one thing to come back disfigured by the Germans, and it's another to get injured in an accident that could have happened to anybody.
Surgery could help. Okay.
Reconstructive surgery has been very successful for some soldiers.
I don't want to wear a bloody mask for the rest of my life. I'd rather stay here and just be forgotten.
Oh, that was a fail. But let me come back. Let me come back.
Goodbye
Someone...
for now, Mr. Elwood.
Who's...
Disgust on every street corner.
Who shouted out for help? I might have to go to that gentleman there in a minute.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
See if I can get a personal question. Tell me.
Tell me, Thelma, why do you feel so attached to Mr. Elwood? Why him?
I'm not sure, Doctor. I think we have a bond of some sort. We've both suffered so much. He's the only mortal I find interesting.
Okay. Planning.
Do you plan to make him a vampire too?
Of course not. How could I inflict my curse on anybody else? I'm not that cruel, Doctor.
Okay. Let's see if they're romantically involved.
Would you say you and Mr. Elwood are romantically involved?
No. No, Thomas is a delicate soul. Even though he disguises it. But I am not the woman he needs. No, for I am a vampire, Doctor.
Let's click back. Okay, so I don't feel like I learnt anything there, if I'm being honest. But I just... So I lost a chance at one of the hints. Right, let's make my way. Let's get
I'll
out of
leave
here.
you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
Okay, so let's make my way this way, because I swear I just heard someone shout out help. So... Oh! Let's make my way to this
Good
gentleman.
evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Oh. Okay, let's...
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Oh, wow. Okay, so can I sell? So he's interested maybe in my hatchet for 20 shillings. I could buy Milton. I'm alright for the minute, if I'm being honest. Let's click back.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor.
I feel like this
Still
episode's
trying
just
to
going to be
save
me going
lives.
around talking to people. Okay, let's do that.
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues, Milton?
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reed.
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the job you are paid to do?
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed.
Wow.
Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. We lack words. So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
You sound like you've had it rough.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing here. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital. That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
Right. So I've got another investigation. This is good.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
Okay, let's go back. I'm going to say goodbye for a second.
Goodbye, Milton.
Right. So I swear there was another doctor I saw just before I go off and... Yeah, was it this way? Yes, it was this way. Right, so let's talk to this person here. I think
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Life in London? Do you have a problem?
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
No such use for animosity. You better change your...
There is no need for such animosity between us. Don't you think the epidemic is already enough to deal with?
That is one point we could agree on. And that is precisely why I want to be sure that you will be of help to this hospital, instead of a burden.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
Yep, he has a point, if we're being honest here. Okay, so let's see what... So he has... Okay, so he has a social circle with some other people. Okay, so I'm getting to know who the hospital is at this minute, guys. Again, I'm really sorry.
Thank you for your time.
I feel like this is just going on for some time now.
As for me...
Oh, I think...
What can I do for you, Doctor?
Oh, someone's just closed the door.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Okay, so Nurse Crane's... Alright, so let's come to this doctor.
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Okay, so let's quickly ask them... Oh! Tell me about yourself.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed.
This is turning into a long video of me just talking to people, but I'm liking the story, if I'm being honest, guys.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
Okay, I'm glad to help you.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
Okay, so I got a horrible feeling we've just found that this guy may not have yet been successful. Okay, might need to start asking us some other questions here with him. Okay, so let's go back. Let's go to...
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
Okay, so...
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
Okay. Do you need any help? Yeah, let's ask him.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for
So
I may
I've got another
pass
investigation,
by.
so this is good. So I've got... Okay, you seem quite...
You seem quite optimistic.
This is good, I'll get more
It's a
investigations
rare
here,
and
guys.
precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True, true. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Let's click back. Let's get out of this bit. Shall I ask him something? Okay. Let's ask him about
Tell
his
me
techniques.
more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him? Or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
You seem to remain... Tell me, Mr. Fiddick.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father. Ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
Ah, so I've got someone else's...
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior. A man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes and fears.
Okay, I do have to say, this game is very interesting. There's a lot of background stories to it. It's getting me... more I'm playing, the more I'm actually really enjoying
Dr.
this.
Strickland.
Okay, so...
This hospital seems to be falling apart. But in the circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
How long must I wait, damn it? Blaming me will not further your agenda, sir. How long?
Okay, so let's see who this
Good
is.
evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
Okay, so I seem to have met more people. Do you know what? I'm going to go off and do one of the investigations. Yeah, I'm assuming that's her son. Okay, so let's leave for the minute. I want to go off and do one of these investigations that are nearby. So let's quickly check them. Wrong button again. It's what? Okay, so that's the merchant. Okay, so let's make my way this way for a second. So okay, so they're both missing ingredients. So could I track this one as well? So if I went to... So obviously he's been attacked by something in the garden. So that's where... Right, so what I'm going to do first... Actually, I'm going to do her one first, guys. Then I'm going to do the garden. And then I think I'll call it quits. Because I've just been talking. So... Right, so let's go this way for a second. No, my luck, I'm going to have to go all the other way around. Oh, there's Milton again. Who's this? I don't recognise them.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Can I ask her anything?
Why does Dr. Tippett's claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
Is it? Okay, so is there any other... Okay, no. Okay, so it's just...
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Right, so I need to find out what's going on, because someone was spying on her in the garden. And that's where I'm going to go. And then I'm going to, as I said, go to the back of the place and hopefully... Oh, wow, is this... Okay, for some weird reason I couldn't even get close to that. Right, so where's the more garden? Oh, have I entered it then? Oh, I have. Right, I've got my vampire sights on. Find out who's spying on... Right, is there anywhere I can go from up here? Anything up there? So I'm here now. Oh, there's something going on up there. Some life. Right, so some people are spying on her. And I think it's going to be this way for me to find them. Oh, they're level 7. Okay. Okay. Your king and country need you. Join the British ranks and help the brave... Okay, I've seen that one already. Alright, so before I go into that, again, wrong button. I'm going to change... Okay, well, I'm going to change that to that. Walk slowly. Oh, might be something here for me to grab. So I've got lead and some lead plate. Hopefully I don't kill myself here, because I may have forgotten how to actually fight. I get the idea they think she is actually a vampire. So let's... Right, so they are spying on her. Right, so I just want to make my way here. Stun him.
Watch yourselves! There's one of them!
Okay, so let's... Oh! Okay, let's dodge that.
Oh, Christ!
Okay. Okay. Oh, he stabbed me. Okay, let's bite him. Let's cut him down. Let's see if they've got anything of value up here. Okay, determine what the wrong target. So let's work my way over here. Okay, so I've got some more bits. Let's open this up. Okay, 25th of October, the guards at the command post to the East End patrols. Vampire activity, hospital, surgeon, investigate. 3 days ago, one of the new recruits heard a rumour about a possession of a woman vampire hiding in the Pembroke Hospital, London East End. All we have is her first name. I can't pronounce that, sorry guys. Your mission is to discreetly go there and observe any suspicious activity concerning said leech. Then report directly back to us and we will decide what action should be taken. Okay, so I've just... The agents... suspicious by agents to be a real vampire. Okay, so I could go back and talk to her, maybe. Okay, so find the local. Oh wow, so have I suddenly just now got find the locals? Right, so the investigation has now just moved on. I'm going to go to the hospital one now, you know, the investigation for that. So I've just done part 1. Let's start to track this one for a minute, because it is nearby, and that's why I want to do it, guys. No, my luck, I'll get killed with this one or something. Oh, who's that? Where's that doctor I saw earlier? I should actually...
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague? Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana. Pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Okay. A little bit. Afraid of not the dead. Not afraid of the dead. You do your work here. Have you been here before? Have we met before?
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago. You were missing, and she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved now.
Ooh. Okay, I'm not going to go into too much detail here, guys.
Goodbye, Mr. Chidana.
I'm going to... Oh. Okay, your city needs you every... Okay, I've read that one already.
It's locked.
Okay, so how do I get to the garden then? Let's have a quick look around. That's another entrance into the hospital, obviously. But this is where supposedly whatever attacked him here. I don't see a heartbeat or anything, so... Right, so it was around here somewhere. Let's make my way over here.
I cannot enter.
Wasn't I in here before? Okay, so enter the back garden. Okay. So this must be the back garden.
Scowl voices in the garden. I should investigate. If they were to find somebody.
Okay, a rogue scale is over here. Alright, and I think he's eating something. I need to kill it quick. Let's stun it. Let's bite him. Oh, it didn't work very quickly. Ah! Let's target him. Oh, I think he blocked himself. Okay, let's bite him. Okay, let's... Okay, so I just killed him. Is there a way of dealing with him afterwards? Should I do something with him? Find the lost wallet. Okay, so he said he lost his wallet out here. This might be a quicker mission for me to do. Again, straight after I've done this mission though, it is going to be... I should cut their heads off really. If you know, like vampires and all of that. Oh, so to find the wallet it's probably over this way. Uh-oh. So I'm guessing it's not the only one that's this way. No, it's not. Great. Okay, let me just... Okay, so I just got him very quickly. What's in here? Is this a church? Okay, so I'm looking for his wallet at this minute, so I'm a little worried what's going to happen here. Oh, there's another bloody combat coming up, and there's two of them. Oh, this isn't good. Okay. Let's jump back. Let's jump back. Okay. Okay, need to be a little careful now. Oh. Okay, that one seems a lot more powerful than the other one. Okay, that one was different from the other one. Okay, let's find... I found something of lead. Alright. I'm a little worried. Oh, there must be the wallet. A photograph in the wallet. A photograph of the smiling couple. Ah.
So, Mr. Hooks and Nurse Hawkins are an item. Those two have hidden their affections well.
I'm not sure if I should stay where I am, because it could be very dangerous where I am at this minute. Oh, something useful maybe? Yep.
It's locked.
Okay, it's probably a good thing it's locked. Is this quarantined? Yeah, ward of the quarantine. Yep. So that place has been quarantined. So let's quickly go make my way back and let him know I've got his wallet. And I'll call it quits there, guys, because I think I've been going for quite some time for just really doing a lot of talking. And just doing one investigation with a little bit of fighting. Okay, so I'm now looking for... bring the wallet back to the owner.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Personal question? Let's go back. Let's have life in London. Okay, so I've got to talk to him
Goodbye,
then.
Nurse Hawkins.
I've got to get blood at some point. Okay, so he was out here earlier, and he was around his van not long ago.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved your wallet, with all the money, and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good. Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
Okay, so it's giving me a load of money. Let's have a look at the personal details quickly. So he's now worth quite a bit. She's worth a lot more.
Goodbye, Milton.
Right. So I've
Another night with the glorious battalion of Pembroke.
Do you know what? I know it's. I know I'm done this for a bit of time now, guys. But I think I'm gonna. Part of me wants to finish this. Another part of me thinks do it for another video. But I have spent a long time talking, so and I might speed that up. Right, so let's cross the bridge. Enter at your own risk. That sounds like... that sounds like them vampires. Okay. Okay, it is one of them! And it's a hell of a lot higher level than I was expecting. And it's immune to certain things. So let's do... okay, let's do that. Oh, God. Alright, that just really smashed me, so I'm going to take back my health a little. Right, I might actually shoot it, because that was really dangerous. Okay, let's run forward. Let's quickly bite him. Drop. Is he coming after me? Okay, again I'm going to jump up. Oh, actually, I'm going to do that first. Going to jump up. Going to shoot him again. Quickly eat him. Okay. Quickly run away from it. Okay, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then quickly change my... ah, got me! Let's again do that. I think I'm going to do that again for myself. Gonna jump up there. He does have an immunity to my spell, but I know that spell's quite effective, so... 2, 3! Wow! Okay, concerning the recruitment of the new boys in Whitechapel, I have found one. Abby, he's as stupid as a stall, but tough. I asked him to prove to me he could get some drugs from the black market, and he delivered quick and nicely. Next time we meet, I'll tell him he's accepted as a wet boy, and we will... But now we must meet the bosses to get his orders. Oh wow, did I just kill someone? Let's click back. Please don't tell me I just killed someone that was... Okay, so... Alright, I don't know who he is, but we might find out at some time. So I've just butchered someone. Okay, I'm gonna turn that power on, because when I get closer to certain things... Yeah, I ain't good enough for this area. So I'm gonna leave, guys. So I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm definitely leaving this area for a minute. I'm not good enough. I need to do more of my investigations and stuff like that over here. So... Well, I've just butchered a load of the horrible vampires. So many dead, more... Right, I need to...
How can we be sure we're making a difference?
Oh, gone the wrong way. I'm going to make my way upstairs.
My blood and soul, they belong to you now.
The life running in your veins. This dead flesh needs it.
Okay, he seems infatuated by her, but... Okay, so as I said, I'm going to go to his room. I'm going to rest for the night and call it quits there, guys. So the game saves. Okay, so I'm going to sit here for a minute. Do I take a new ability like the sprint, or do I increase my health? I believe that's 500. Oh no, it's another 300. That might not be a bad one. Endurance might not be a too bad one. I feel like I did quite well there. Maybe carry 10% more bullets would be a good one. Oh, I didn't rest. Oh, anyway, guys, I'm going to say thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this, please leave a comment. Sorry, I just spent a lot of time talking. I think this video is going to be a lot longer than I was expecting as well. So, yes. Tell me what you think, guys. I quite enjoy this. I'm liking the in-depth in the story. I'm liking trying to get to know the characters. This is something I like to do in computer games, if I'm being honest. But again, yes, I do feel like I've spent a long time here. Oh, what's this over here? Let's grab that. Okay, I'll look at that later. And so, yeah, subscribe if you want to. I would really appreciate it. And have you bought this game yourself? I've been meaning to release this. I recorded this, probably the first one the day before this recording, and I still haven't edited the first one. So anyway, as I said, let's just rest, save the game, just to confirm, so he gets the rest, so I know it's being saved. And yeah, so guys, if you like my video, please click like. If you'd like to subscribe, please do. Help me on the road to 1,000. If you want to leave a comment, please do. Everyone is welcome. Really sorry about this video being mostly me chatting. My very first video, I was actually impressed with the game, but I'm really liking it the deeper I'm going into it. It's starting to show a lot better story. My only worry is going off into another area where I'm likely to get butchered. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Please hit the notifications. I also do unboxings. I also do Let's Plays for Battletech, a game I actually really do enjoy, but there are times my dyslexia is really not good because of some of the not so quick, easy words to follow. I also do Frostpunk, and depending where you are in it, I don't want to say too much, but that game's harder than I thought it was going to be, but I am really enjoying it though. And I also do Moonlighter, another game that I'm actually enjoying, and I've done another recording for that tonight. Anyway, guys, I hope you're having a good day, and goodbye.